that? Like, how did you wind up
doing that movie?
Made for TV?
They offered it to me.
Oh, okay. Someone a Buffy fan, or?
You know, you get offers as an actor, you know? Someone wants to play. My part on the private practice that I did, Shonda called me, and it's actually a funny story. If you like Brendon. I walked to pilot with a friend of mine, and we shot it, and I was playing myself on it, and the pilot, it's like, you know, goddamn it, I need Hollywood to know that Nick Brendon can be a rapist, you know? I need to take it seriously. And then, like, I got this phone call from Shonda where it's like, hey, we want you to do this part. It's going to be, you know, at least a 3-episode arc. And I said, great. She's like, well, you're going to be playing a rapist. I said, is that cool with you? It's fine. You do get what you asked for.
And now you're taking
however, I never asked for these hemorrhoids. I don't know where. Thank you. Who else has hemorrhoids? I don't really have hemorrhoids, but who has hemorrhoids here? I don't.
Out of all the shows you've been on, who's been the most favorite actor that you've worked with personally? Enjoyed working with?
You know, I love. You know, it's funny. I really enjoyed working with John Francis Daly on Kitchen Confidential. He was a lot of fun to kind of watch. You probably wanted a Buffy answer. You know, it's hard to, you know, it's hard to pick one. I've worked with so many legends, you know? That was a joke. You know, again, it goes back to, you know, from the Buffy wives to the Marster situation, is because and it's a story that I've told before, but I love it so much. I tell it every time that I have a chance. This is a chance to tell it. But it was James's first episode, and we were doing a fight scene, and we were in caves and stuff, and you know, the sets are made out of like how they make the rock is they take like this kind of paper and then they spray it and stuff, so it looks like rock, but it's really not. So we're doing this fight scene, and then, you know, James is gung-ho. You know, he goes through it, and he's doing his stuff, and then somehow he kind of missed his thing, and fell headfirst through the rock. So, ergo, that take is done, because we've just had an actor go out of the set, but also go through what's supposed to be Brendon, you know? So we're kind of laughing, and then when James he hops right back through that hole, and he starts fighting. If that happens in theater, the show must go on. And it's just so funny, I never even broke character.
Broke character. It's really nice.
Is there, so that was favorite that you have worked with, is there an actor or actress that you would like to, actually, and haven't had the chance?
You know, I really don't think in those
Time to
terms.
do your wish list, come on, man.
I don't think in those terms, I really don't. You know, I just, that's just not the way my brain.
Okay, the hate question would have been better then. Alright, go.
Hi, Nicholas. I've been watching you since I was in 6th grade in college. Maybe. I was just wondering, how do you feel about, you know, Xander losing an eye and then how he goes into the 8th season? Like, how do you really feel about it? How do you feel about that whole development? Bonnie dying and everything like that?
Yeah, I totally forgot she died. Sorry, I mean, I totally forgot. It's not, I was reminded. I think, you know, it's, well, if ever, you know, we bring Buffy back, I mean, Xander definitely has a prominent role.
You're gonna go back if they bring it back?
I mean, if Josh were to do it, absolutely, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Do you think anyone else besides you would come back?
Yeah, I do. I don't know who. Yeah, it's, oh, what's his name? Yes. I haven't read it at all. I I get. You guys let me know what's happening. So, I think it's. Didn't Buffy do a little lesbian stuff for?
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
It's fun. I mean, like with Josh, this is great because now it's like carte blanche for him, Because Sarah would have never done that, you know what I mean? So now he's just manipulating, having fun. So.
And I have one more question for you. Besides doing Buffy versus Dracula, what was your favorite like Xander moment like in the entire series besides Buffy versus Dracula?
I remember when I read the Zeppo, I was at a Starbucks on Beverly Boulevard and I read the whole thing, and I remember at the end of that, after I'd read it, I was crying because like Xander was finally growing up. I remember that when I realized that my character was really a nerd was in the Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered episode. Because and it actually affected Nikki. I was like sitting there and I think I was the next scene up, so I was in the hallway, and like everybody was like referring to Xander as a nerd and this and that, and I was really starting to kind of like get over that. I was like, shit, It's hard, because you become this character, it's hard not to take it personal. But again, those are the parts I want to play, so. You're welcome.
Small child. Just warning.
Kid watches Zombieland, okay?
Okay, never mind.
This little shit kicker go away.
All right.
He was a geek from Prince. Well, he has a little question too, but it's more of a request. But mine is, how did you feel about doing the musical? Because that's like one of my favorite episodes of all time.
I loved it. I didn't mind if I had sucked. Because, I'm not a singer or a dancer. So,
You did very well.
Thank you. Like, Aelin was really terrified of it, didn't really want to sing, and I'm just like, bring it on.
And also, I love that scene with Dawn when you tell her that you're amazing. You know what I'm talking about?
What, at the end?
I think so, yeah. She thinks she's worthless.
Yeah.
When she doesn't get picked as a slayer.
Yeah, and then I start fucking her.
That's it. Oh, and then here's his question.
I'm gonna close the show with a Snoopy Dance Pit guy.
Nice. Yeah, it's good.
You're gonna love it. So you got
Awesome.
like 7 minutes to wait, but
No problem.
In Philadelphia, I'm gonna be in Philadelphia in 3 weeks. I'm gonna actually do the Snoopy Dance for 15 minutes. I should make you guys do Snoopy Dance.
I don't know if I'm very good. I was practicing in the hallway. So I was showing them what it was. Jada, why don't you try it?
I'll teach you later.
Jada, why don't you try it?
I'll teach you later. Do I do it? That's right there.
No, it's bad.
Right there. Oh, nice. Do you know how much money you can fetch for him on the black market?
His name is almost Xander, but his dad really fought.
You want to see dollar signs, okay?
all right. 7 minutes, dude. 7 minutes.
All right, next.
2 quick questions. Are you secretly into anything that's super nerdy?
Or even non-secret. That we don't know.
We'll define nerdy.
Anything.
Like gaming?
Gaming, yeah, anything common.
D&D, no. See, I love you guys so much, so it's not, I don't see you guys as nerdy. I see you guys as meal tickets.
So what do you geek over though?
I don't, what do I geek over? Shoes. It's like I do my Stetson hat collection. I love watching Home and Garden. I do, and then my girlfriend just got me onto this show called Auction Wars, where they go to these little things and they bid. I'm like, and I love cooking, so it's like I never read comic books as a kid. I played baseball. I didn't like the Star Wars movies as a kid.
Sinner.
I don't like things in space. I really, it's like on a spaceship or in space. I don't know if I was raped by aliens or something. But I get really claustrophobic.
So Xander in Hell would have been a terrible, or Xander in Space would have been a hellish episode.
Well, absolutely.
All right.
And do you know what a fire list is? And does your girlfriend by any chance, you know,
A what?
make exceptions for those?
Oh,
Fire
five?
list? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
She does make exceptions.
Am I under 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Later.
What number am I?
Later.
Who's number 1?
James first.
Who's number? Threesomes should never happen with you guys. That's just gay. Who's number 3?
It's a mix-up between my bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
She gets access.
Top 2 are cemented.
But you know your top 2.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, I think James is going to be in. Come on to Philadelphia. We'll get James really drunk.
You're here now.
Yeah, but we need James.
So we can do that.
I want to taste James too.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I, like many of the people here, was not a Buffy fan until a couple years ago.
You know, it's most of the fans that I meet now were.
Yeah, my best friend's like, you have to watch it with me, so I did, and I fell in love with it. But my question is, what was the most awkward thing that you've ever filmed on Buffy?
When we were shooting the pack, we were doing the dodgeball scene, and I just, you know, at this time in my life, I just didn't wear underwear. So Allison and Sarah had a thing with the DP mic. They ran the camera, and during the take, they were going to pull my pants down. And they did.
Thank you for coming.
I have a question. How long are you going to snippy dance for?
Oh, it's going to be a short one.
Okay. Well, then one more question. Make it a good one.
Yeah, first I just want to say this has been an awesome panel experience.
I give good panel.
It's the most unique experience I've had, and when I go home, no one's going to believe me.
It's
I'm
like-
essentially going to think it's been a dream.
It's like eating raw fish. The first time it's like, no. Then it's like, yeah.
You tasted raw fish to me. Anyway, my question was there any developments that you wanted to see for Xander on the show that you ended up not getting to do?
You know, I wasn't paid as a writer, you know? So, because I know Tony had suggestions for his character, and I would see how Joss, he would never, ever do something that you suggested. He wouldn't, even if it was a great idea, you know? Because Joss is an amazing writer, you know? The only thing that I never liked wearing that yellow hard hat. So, you know, my character, I was really happy with. A lot of people say like in season 7 he wasn't used enough, you know, but it was just an honor to be a part of that show. And to be Xander. It's funny, I was Xander for 7 years, but in 8th grade I took Spanish for half a semester and I was Tomas. I went to you know, because they didn't go by that, it was Tomas. I'm like, so Tomas and Xander are my two names.
Nice. Well, actually, and I hate to be the mean moderator.
What was that? 7. What, out of how many though? 5 out of 10?
Hey, you're going to get rid of them anyway, because time's up.
Boo.
Give me dance.